What's up, everybody? MamboMikeWellness.com. Today, I'd like to talk about breaking the cycle of dysfunctional relationships. I know many of you out there are having difficulty in relationships or your work, or you're having problems with your narcissistic parents, or you have perhaps a partner who is physically or verbally abusive, and just generally you feel betrayed, abandoned, or disrespected, or some other thing that you're struggling with. And I'm here to tell you, I understand how that feels. It can be very challenging to, continue and be who you are and be positive when you're surrounded by a lot of negativity. And I encourage you to check out my other video about how to deal with negative people. But generally what I want to say is, all of us have come into this life in some way or another experiencing negativity or negative people, or we were brought up in a situation that was less than ideal. I know for myself, I've done certain things that I haven't been proud of. There was a time when I felt angry and I felt like I had to lash out at people. And, part of that had to do with the circumstance that I grew up in, which, my father passed away when I was a teenager at 13, and my mother had to do what she could to keep the family together. And, there's a lot of cultural influences and behaviors that I won't get into. But to make a long story short, we all have habits or dysfunctions or things that we pattern after other people, whether it be positive or negative, and those things can really imprint on us and can affect us and how we relate to other people. And so it's important to remember that when you're experiencing the dysfunctional situation or abuse, or people have done you wrong in some way, to not just try to blame other people. Yes, they may be wrong, but understand that we have a responsibility for how we react to how other people treat us. And so the only way to really break the cycle is work on your half, right? Because if you need other people to change before you can change, I need my mother to behave this way to me, or I need other people to, stop bullying me or whatever, before I could be happy, before I could feel worthy, before I can stand up for myself, before I could assert my boundaries, before I could speak up, whatever it is. It's not going to happen, because it starts with you, right? So part of you understanding, if you do understand that you create your reality, is that you have to start from your place. And when you do that, what's reflected back to you will change. So it's a very slow process, and when people are coming at you with negativity, or they disrespect you, or they abuse you, or whatever, you really, really have to sit back and just resist the urge to react in the way that you normally do. Because if you do, you're just perpetuating the pattern. And part of what helped me is forgiving not only other people, but also forgiving myself. Because we all do things that we're proud of, or we just learn things based on the way we've been brought up. And once you recognize that it's not right to do that, then it's up to you to make that change. You have to take the first step. You have to just let yourself know, look, this is not working, and if I continue this pattern, it's going to get me the same result. So it can be very challenging. You get angry, you feel hurt, and your immediate impulse is to lash back at the other person. You want to blame them, and you want to say they're wrong, and I'm not going to feel good until they change. But when you do that, you're basically giving your power away, and you're allowing those people to control how you feel. And so once you start making those changes, and you really have to be consistent and really persistent about holding that space for yourself, of giving yourself unconditional love, setting your boundaries, and continuing to move forward despite the fact that the people are still treating you the same way, or their reaction to you hasn't changed, because it's not going to change right away. You can check out my other video about law of attraction and the residual effect. And basically, it's the same idea, because when you start to change the way that you behave, the people that are around you are not going to just instantly change. It's going to take time. And at some point, maybe you won't even be around these people anymore, right? So some of your friends or some of your coworkers or social situations that you're in may change or disappear and get replaced by other things that are going to resonate more with you. And when it comes to the people who are close to you, close families or friends, then that situation may have to change to match the new you. But you have to give it time. You have to really be patient about working on yourself and not needing the other people to change, because ultimately you cannot control what other people do. All you can do is control how you react to other people. All right, so hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.